right, hey family, welcome back to another segment of what you should be walking away from and what you should be walking towards. Okay, so as you can see, I already pulled the cards for you really quick. We're gonna go ahead and jump into this mini message. So the first card out indicating what you should be walking away from is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so with this Eight of Pentacles, the first word that popped in my head was people pleasing. Okay, so and if it's not necessarily people pleasing, it's just overexertion, right? So somebody that is doing everything and beyond, which isn't always a bad thing. You're supposed to do the work. You're supposed to put the time in. You're supposed to put the energy in. It's reciprocation, or supposed to be reciprocation, right? But this is a person that's constantly putting in the work. You constantly doing the work. You constantly putting in the work. You constantly pouring into people. You're constantly doing for people. You're constantly putting all of your energy into something. Or into someone, or whatever the case may be, and you're not really taking care of self. You're not really doing the same for yourself. You're not really doing the same energy that you're exerting towards other people, towards your creations, towards your job, towards your children, or whatever the case may be. You're doing all of that, and that's great. That is dandy. Love that for you. However, you're not giving yourself the same respect. You're not giving yourself the same love. You're not giving yourself the same nurture, and that's where the problem starts to come into play, right? So this is what needs to die at this time, is you doing too fucking much. You're doing too much. You're giving too much of yourself to the job. You're giving yourself you're giving too much of yourself to, some people might fight me on this, but to the kids, you know what I mean? Because if you're not right yourself, then how can you be right for your kids, or for your family, or for your friends, or whatever the case may be, for your job? You're putting your all into everything else, but you're not balancing that out by giving yourself the same attention, the same love, the same nurture, the same care, the same energy. You big step for everybody else. You a big stepper for everybody else and everything else, but you're not stepping for yourself. You giving, in all honesty, it's really just a disservice to self, right? So this is what's coming out as far as what you should be walking away from. This is what needs to die at this time. Now, what you should be walking towards, this is King of Wands energy, fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. But either way it goes, with the King of Wands, this is somebody that is basically being worshipped, so to speak, right? And that's the best analogy that I can come up with right now. But with this King of Wands, y'all, my stomach is growling. I am hungry. Okay, anyway, with this King of Wands energy, this energy is somebody that is sitting back and relaxing for once. They're not doing all of the people pleasing unless it's reciprocated. They're not putting all of their energy into their career, into their job, or whatever the case may be, because they're also pouring into self, right? This is an energy that is, I guess, in a sense, balance. You know what I mean? He's not doing too much. He's not doing just enough either. The thing is, he is balanced. And of course, I'm saying he, but flip the roles if necessary. Like, gender really is not a thing here when it comes to energy. This person, whereas this person is breaking their back, creating these pinnacles for everything and everyone, this person is sitting on their throne, and they're basking in their now. You see what I mean? Like, it's balanced energy. Yeah, they're giving the work, they're giving to the people, they're giving to the job, they're giving to the kids, they're doing all of these things, but they're also taking time for self. They're taking time for self, and they're giving themselves the same energy. Not only that, though, they're allowing themselves to be poured into by other people and other things as well. Once again, balance. 4 is at the top of the clock right now. It was 4:22 when I said that. So a whole lot of balance, a whole lot of stability and shit when it comes to what? Those twos, those connections, that energy, you in that thing, you in that person, you in that situation. The balance, you add them twos together, that's another 4, right? You add both of them 4s together, that's an 8. 8 is what? Infinite abundance, right? You being accepting and receptive of this same energy that you put out for everybody else, for everything else. You being able to sit there and receive the same energy that you dish out elsewhere, right? And you also being able to realize that if it's not being reciprocated, I don't want it. I don't want to be around it. I don't want to deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? You're not being complacent and comfortable in areas and situations that really don't do anything for you, other than just ride the wave that you're offering, other than just ride the coattails that you know, dragging across the ground. That's just it. That's all. So this is what you're walking away from, and it's time for you to walk towards nurturing yourself, healing yourself, pouring into yourself, giving yourself the same big stepper energy that you give in every other aspect of your life. This is what Spirit wants you to focus on this week. This is, and even if you're only focusing on it for this week, you know, that's fine and dandy, but I would like to say, if this is what you're going to focus on this week, try your hardest to make it like a routine. That way you stay consistent with it even outside of this week, right? So this is what we have here, what you should walk away from, what you should be walking towards. I hope that this resonated with y'all in some way, shape, or form, of course. Thank you for trusting me with your energy, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.